Hey, what's up, movie fans? I just finished watching Ingrid Goes West, a movie that didn't really hit a lot of theaters, had a very limited release, but is now on DVD, Blu-ray, and how I watched it on Hulu. Um, Aubrey Plaza plays Ingrid, a young woman from Pennsylvania who is undergoing some huge, huge things in her life. Her mother has recently passed away, and she has taken her love of social media, especially Instagram, to a whole other level, to an obsessive level. The first scene of the film is her sobbing over her phone and seeing her best friend's wedding and her not being invited. She goes there, and in an act of violence, she is admitted to a mental hospital, mental facility. She's released, and she starts this whole pattern again. We learn in the first 15 minutes that this is a pattern. She becomes obsessed with Taylor Sloan, portrayed by Elizabeth Olsen, who is a photographer, and she is everything and then some that Ingrid wants to be. She's even better than the previous girl that Ingrid was obsessed with. She has basically taken all her life savings and inheritance from her mother, and she decides to go cross country from Pennsylvania to California and meet her best friend. That is the crux of this movie without giving too many spoilers. She rents her apartment from O'Shea Jackson Jr.'s character, Dan Pinto, who he immediately has a kinship for her, and she delves deeper and deeper into this spiral. She actually befriends Taylor, but her brother throws another monkey wrench in it when he comes back from a long, long trip in Paris. Nikki, played by Billy Magnuson. The other part of this is Ezra, who portrays Taylor, who is Taylor's husband, played by Wyatt Rascal, I believe. And there's this whole dynamic here. Without giving spoilers, without all that, it is a very interesting black comedy, a dark, dark comedy. It also it gives you some backstory, and not necessarily backstory, but we are given an alternative to the cliche of, this simple comedy where a girl becomes best friends and it's this happy ever after kind of story. It's not like that. Without giving away too much, this is a pretty realistic portrayal of what could really happen, and I'm sure unfortunately it does happen. Aubrey Plaza, she is great. I mean, we knew her as this kind of quippy one-liner kind of girl in Parks and Rec. Hilarious. And in Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, she was really, really good in that as well. And she's proving that she can add this emotional drama to her comedy repertoire. O'Shea Jackson Jr. is really good. I actually just saw him in Den of Thieves, which you can watch my movie review of that. That was the first one of him I've seen in the big screen, and this is basically his second movie back-to-back days that I've seen, and he's really good. His character has this obsession with Batman, and I totally can relate. I know what it's like to like stuff, and it's pretty cool. I would love to know what you guys think of this movie. Did you love it? I want to give a shout out to Dan Murrell from Screen Junkies. He talked about this movie a lot, and he made me want to see this movie. I don't even think I've seen a preview of it, let alone the movie. Heard about it. Definitely didn't come to my theaters, but I checked it out per his recommendation, so shout out to you. Big fan of Screen Junkies. So please, if you could, check out my other movie reviews, but more importantly, leave a comment and let me know what you think of Ingrid Goes West. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Let me know, and let's talk movies.